Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We are here for the long term. We're not a get-rich-quick plan. We are here for generations, not just weeks or months or years, generations. And we're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 3 years, putting in solid foundations to make sure that we can be here for generations. And we're now about increasing our income, strengthening our economy, providing liquidity and value in our currency, and that will benefit all members, increasing their standard of living within our community and ultimately outside of our community. Who can be a member? Anybody. We are the United States of the world, and we welcome people from every continent, every country, every gender, colour, class, creed, background, financial status, educational level, you name it. Everybody is welcome here. And we don't see those superficial differences that I've just listed. We accept everybody just as a human being, all part of humanity, all equal in every respect. We recognize that everybody is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, but that makes them of equal value to everybody else in our community. And so that makes us a non-separatist organization. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading there in a moment because when things go wrong, it is usually in the link up between Facebook and here. We've got Lewis in from YouTube already, and I'm going to head over to Facebook now. Lewis is, of course, from Portugal. And I said he's on YouTube, but he is from Portugal. I'm going to get to Facebook and I'm going to be looking for the group. Let me turn my speakers off first because they can cause feedback once we get into. So I'm looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And that should resolve any second. And then we'll be looking for the 3rd, I think, isn't it? 3rd of June. Yep, so far so good. And if I click to expand, we should get the comments pop up, and we have. And we've got Andrew Dean in from New Zealand. Well, it's Sunday morning, isn't it? And he lets us know it's coming through loud and clear. As we're getting into summer, Andrew is getting into winter. Would be good, wouldn't it, to spend 6 months in the summer of the Northern Hemisphere and then go down into the Southern Hemisphere, spend 6 months of summer there. You could have perpetual summer. But then again, if you had perpetual summer, would you appreciate it? Not as much as when you have winter and then you're glad to get out of the cold weather into the hot weather. So contrast is sometimes a good thing, isn't it? Okay. With it being a weekend, we don't have an awful lot to cover, but we'll be getting started in a moment with a short prayer to help people find the path to happiness. Happiness is what everybody seeks, but most people don't understand how to get it. They go chasing pleasure. Pleasure is short-term, and whatever gave you pleasure, you want more of it and more of it and more of it. You can never satisfy the lust for whatever it is that gave you the pleasure. Whether it might be smoking a cigarette, it might be drinking a glass of beer, it might be buying a new home. But you're always going to want more. That new home eventually isn't going to satisfy you. You want a bigger one or a different one or an extra one. True happiness is only found through loving service to others, and that's what our little prayer is about. And we've got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK as well, and Richard in from Devon, UK. So we will get started now with that short prayer. We'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. So here's our prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract into their life true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. And the affirmation we have goes like this: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a look now, see if we've got anybody else in. There was an Avazu, it might still be going on, an Avazu webinar this afternoon. I had to leave it before it finished, but they were getting into questions and answers. It could still be going on, it could have finished. And I know a lot of our members will have been attending that webinar. It was interesting to learn that I'd agreed to become a presenter in the 24-hour marathon, taking up one of the 15-minute spots, or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes. I'm not quite sure what it was I'm supposed to have agreed to, but it looks like I've been roped in. So I'll have to find out from Dave what times are available. Ideally, it will be sometime, probably most suitable would be around about noon in the UK. And that way we can contact everybody and let them know when, because if we don't invite guests, it's going to cost us some money, apparently. We need, I'm not quite sure how it works, but I think we need 50 guests for every 5 minutes. And so it depends on how long I'm prepared to ramble on for how many guests we need, but we'll have to send out an appeal once we get a time slot allocated to people to attend. However, if we have to put our hand in our pocket, it will be for a good cause. It will go to charity. So it won't be a disaster if we don't get the required number of people. What else? Okay, so that's Avazu and my apparent commitment to them. I was speaking with Dave about it, and I was saying, you know, I'm so busy, I can't spend much time there. And he must have taken that to mean that, okay, I can't spend much time there, but yeah, put me in for something. Anyway, yeah, we'll go with it and do our best. With it being a weekend, there's not a lot of activity been going on. Not that there's been a lot going on through the week anyway. I seem to have been very busy, but we don't seem to have got very far. Excuse me. Hopefully next week will be productive. We want to get the Fun Miracles site started next week. That is my main. Well, I've got two main goals really. I want to get that ROI tips campaign started, and I want to get the Fun Miracles site development started, and I want to get them both done next week. And those are my goals for next week, and they will supersede everything else if I can possibly get that to happen. They've both dragged on too long, and I have to take a lot of responsibility for that. let's now say, okay, enough is enough. Let's get it done and get cracking with it. So that is my target. My goal is to get both of those up and running next week, and they will both benefit all our members. Today, I did contact the winners from the leaderboard competition, and they all will get a $50 paid membership in Beyond Infinity. And that may not sound much, but over a period of time, that will be worth at least $200,000. So it's worth winning one of those leaderboard positions. But they'll also get a $50 portfolio in Beyond Infinity. And I've no idea what that works out at when you compound it, but it's certainly worth a lot more than $50, depending on how long you compound it for. The longer you compound something, the more it grows. Now, people get impatient and they pull out money, and every time you pull cash out when you're in the compounding mode, of course, it slows down the growth. The idea is to get all that growth there until it gets to a point where, let's suppose you wanted an income of $5,000 a month. The ideal thing is to compound until you're generating maybe $7,500 to $10,000 a month before you start drawing your $5,000 a month out. And that way, you're always putting some money back into compounding. And so you're going to get an increase in benefits every month because you're compounding it every month. So that is the ideal situation. But you get people, they get it up to $1,000 and they think, wow, $1,000, and they take out 500 and they're back down to 500, and then it takes a while to get back up to $1,000, and they take out 500 again, and they're back where they started. You've got to have the patience and the dedication. And of course, Vortic is a great program, and now that they allow you to compound, you can compound anything over $10 in a week and add it into whichever plan you're in. And the higher the plan you're in, the better it is. If you've got 10 grand, get it into Vortic. If you've not got 10 grand, get it into Vortic anyway, whatever it is. The levels basically are a $50 minimum, 2,500 for the next level, and 10,000 for the top level. And if you've got the 10,000, just to give you an idea of the power of compounding, you put $10,000 in, and you will be able to retire on a minimum of $5,000 a month in 34 weeks. And that will be increasing every month. In fact, what you'll draw out weekly, and it will increase every week. And you will very, very soon, within 12 months, have an income of $10,000 a month. So, excuse me, got that itch again. And we've just introduced another really good plan, which is EFT pools. The beauty of that plan is if you've got $1,000, you can get in at the top level, and that gives you total access to your funds anytime you like. And you get I think it's 0.95% per day, and it compounds automatically. And you can pull out, as I say, as much as you want, anytime you want. It's not locked in at all. It's totally flexible, that plan. You want to get with it and get it up to, once again, compound, let it compound and grow rather than withdraw. Get it up to a level that will be highly beneficial. But you can get in for as little as $99. and that compounds weekly. And over a 6-month period, $99 turned into, I think it's a little bit shy of $400. And if you leave it in for another 6 months, it's about $1,100. So it's really powerful. If you leave it in for another 12 months, like 2 years in total, I think it's well over $20,000. I've not got the figures in front of me, so I'm working from memory. But I think it's something along those lines. So it's a very strong plan. It's a very strong tickle, and it won't go away. Excuse me. We've got. Are you adding ETF pool to the multiple income streams? It's already in there, Richard. Yeah, it has been added. I added it earlier on today. I did intend to mention that and mention it in the message I sent out, but I didn't do. But thanks for bringing that up. Yes, it is in there. So it will help you to build your network in there. They have a compensation plan. It's nothing like as good as the Vortic compensation plan, which is second to none. I don't think I've ever seen a better comp plan than the Vortic one if you're going to refer people. Of course, you don't have to refer people in any of these. They are passive income plans. But if you do, it will enhance your income. And EFT have a very good referral plan. We have qualified as founder members through the help of a few people that got involved with us. And that's not been ratified yet. They said that they agreed that I'd met the criteria. So I said, can you confirm then that I'm a founder member? And they said, no, give us 24 hours to ratify it. What they've got to ratify, I don't know. Maybe they think that some people are going to pull their money out before they upgrade me or something. I don't know. So hopefully by sometime tomorrow, they will say, okay, yeah, you are confirmed as a founder member. And that the main benefit of that is that every week they put $99 into the compounding plan for us. And that $99 left for a year, it's worth about $1,100. So if you look at it in a very simple way, if we ignore any withdrawals for a year, we will be able to withdraw $1,000 a week from 1 year and 1 week's time, and it would just keep being able to withdraw that because each $99 that we are given would reach that every week. But of course, we would want to build it beyond that. So if we took out half of that fund, perhaps it would build exponentially. Would mean that we would get less income in would it be start of year 2, wouldn't it? At the end of the year 1, we would get a little bit less income, but I think it would make it up over the course of the year, and certainly into the third year, we would be getting much, much more than just $1,000 a week, 1,106 or whatever it works out at exactly. Okay, let me try again. Excuse me. And we've got Omar says, how many are left at 14? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but we've filled all our 14 positions for the offer that we had yesterday. They were all completed yesterday. I knew they'd go pretty quickly because it was, well, even without the rebates that we're offering, it's a real good offer. But with the rebates, it's even better, obviously. So I knew they'd go quite quickly. If you're asking whether or not you can achieve founder membership, yeah, I believe you can. I'm not sure when it ends officially, but you've got to have a personal deposit of $550, I think it is, and refer 14 people at stake over $349 or more, and then you'll get that founder position, and of course then you would get $99 a week into your compounding account as well. I don't think it's going to last very long. I don't know how long it will last for. We'll have to find that out. We're intending it to just last for 1 month. That will depend on whether they wanted also 500 positions. Now, whether they'll say at the end of the month, that's it, it's done, or whether they'll say we're still looking for 500 positions and we've only got 300, so there's another 200 to go. We don't know at this stage. Okay, so I hope that's answered your question there, Omar. What else do I have for you? Not a lot, I don't think. It is, of course, Vortic Compounding Day. I think we've covered that. It's compounding day for anything that you're in, really. Coin Market Ball, you can compound if you've got over $15. I think it is the minimum to compound with Coin Market Ball. $10 if you want to compound Vortic. You can also add few balance. This is something that you couldn't do before. You know, maybe you've got $6 in profit. You can add another $4 into that, make it up to the $10, and then add that onto your plan, and you'll grow much faster doing that. Okay, I know it's cost you an extra $4, but it gets that $6 in as well quickly, and you'll be surprised at how quickly things can add up if you just keep topping it up, and it will benefit you in the medium to long term. List. All right, company. John knows this list. Oh, funds. I've not done that. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to get out the message to all the participants in the funds investment club that we have. Shoot. It will definitely go out tomorrow. I'll get that out tomorrow to everyone. That's it. I think pretty much covered everything there. We do have numbers. They're not very exciting, not very disappointing. They're just numbers. Okay. We have a net increase of 6 in our registered members to 39,209. Net increase because we take people out that aren't active, that haven't logged in for 2 months. And we always have new registrations. And usually the registrations exceed the people we're taking out nowadays. At one time it was the other way around, but now we're gradually building again. And similarly with the active members, they tend to go up pretty much every day, although they didn't go up yesterday. They stayed the same as the day before, but they're up 4 today. Active members are the people that are logging in on a regular basis, usually every day. and they're up to 3,486. Multiply Visa, we have an increase of 101 in our email verified members. No increase in the number of members that have bought advertising, but the bonus pool went up by another dollar to $10,164.37, and that is purely from the revenue share that you get just for logging in. The other thing that I've got going, but it is taking a bit of a back burner, is the transfer of WeSubundance to the BSC blockchain. I'm hoping we can get that done soon. I would like to get it set up and ready on the BSC blockchain, and then it's a case of getting the programming done for the members to link into that blockchain rather than Waves. One other thing, this is something. I dropped a bit of a clanger with it, really, because what I did was I offered to get that to help people and to get us to that founder position in EFT fund. I offered to them to pay by card, and then we transfer the funds in to their account in USDT, and that's fine. Okay, it worked. It helped quite a number of people. But what it did was it ran my USDT down to absolutely zero virtually. And we've got stakes to pay out, which will have been calculated today or yesterday. I'm not quite sure when the cron job runs for that. I know it's the 2nd or the 3rd of the month, I think. So we like to get started on paying those out. So I've got to get that funds that people pay by card converted into tokens to get the tokens back to pay the stakes out. And it takes a few days to get those payments through. And it's not too bad to convert the cash into the tokens. We can do that usually pretty well. Although I did need to convert a small amount just to finish off the tokens for the ETF pools, and I couldn't make the payment, and I couldn't understand why. And I got onto the bank, and it's just the bank's being funny about cryptocurrency. Blocking the payment until they talked with me and said, "Do you realize that this is cryptocurrency, and do you realize the risk? And once you've bought that, you could lose your money. And has anybody asked you to buy this?" And all this sort of stuff. So I had to go through a 3rd degree just to spend a few dollars on crypto. So hopefully, once we get these other, I think there were 10 payments, so you're looking at $3,500. Once we got that cleared, then there's additional funds that we transfer in as well. So we're likely to be making something like $5,000 payment. So hopefully, having gone through the 3rd degree this time, it'll go through quickly, and we'll get all the funds we need to pay everybody out on time. We do say give us until the 10th, but we might be cutting it a bit fine on it this month because of my lack of foresight in the fact that we were going to run down our crypto balance. So I apologise for that, but we'll get as much done as we can, as quickly as we can. If we get a date from ROI Tips and they say, okay, it's not going to happen until where are we now? Third. Maybe they say it's not going to happen until the 15th. Then we can take the funds that we've got on one side for ROI Tips and use those and replace those funds with the money that comes in from, and that would speed everything up as well. So there are options, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Okay. So there you go. We have also in Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, and Wanda from wherever should I wander? Wanda Rotenson. I know the name, but I can't think where you're from, Wanda. Um, is it no? I've got a feeling it's Norway or somewhere like that, but I'm not sure. I do know the name. So welcome anyway. It's nice to see you. And that pretty much covers everything I've got for you. I've given you the numbers. I've given you the updates. I'll check now in the app, whatever it's changed its name to Talk Studio Streamlabs. Never knew why it was called Melon anyway, but Melon was a lot easier than that mouthful. Okay, here we go. Just scrolling down now. We've got Wahid Balok in with the same exactly as yesterday, asking for a date for withdrawals. I'm not going through it all again, Wahid. Watch yesterday's replay or the day before. Okay. Okay. So that pretty much covers everything that I've got for you. I will be here tomorrow. I will get that funds thing done tomorrow. I will make it my priority tomorrow to get that message out to people, and then we'll start making the payments out of there. Somebody told me that you couldn't withdraw in USDT. I don't know. I've not tried to withdraw from funds, but we'll see. Whatever we can withdraw it in, it doesn't matter. We can convert it and pay everybody out. So I'll let you know where we are with that tomorrow. There won't be a lot of activity on anything else, but we should get confirmation of that founder membership ETF ETF pool. Sorry, and that's it. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, share some love and abundance. Get out there, find your happiness. It will provide you with the happiness that you seek. Everybody seeks happiness. Stop looking for pleasure, go for happiness. And you can do it by giving away some of our coupons. Help a few people out. Get them into the Poverty Crusher plan. You know, if you introduce somebody with a coupon, they get 5 coupons because they'll be at the first step. They'll have 5 coupons they can give away. If they give those away, that will give them $15. They can put $5 into the Poverty Crusher plan, get some advertising there, and get into the compensation plan there. And they can put $5 into or $10 into the Easy Business Builder, or withdraw $10 if they choose. It's all there available for them, and then they can teach that on to other people. And as they teach it on, they're not only getting referrals in the Easy Business Builder, building a residual income there, but they're also getting referrals in the Poverty Crusher plan and building an income there. Help them to do it. Help them to, show them the way. Nobody has to put their hand in the pocket, but they do have to put in a little bit of effort in helping other people. Okay? So until tomorrow, be we so warriors. Get out there and go the extra mile. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, all's well. See you later, alligator, go the extra mile. See you later, alligator, yeah, in a wild crocodile.